Yo, what's poppin' with the homies? I'm King Shinobi 91, and today I got something I want to talk to you guys about. If you don't know already, we are going straight into league play for Black Ops 4 that's coming here October 12th. And I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks about preparing for league play, specifically for the game mode Hardpoint. So let's just get right into it. The first thing I actually wanted to talk to you guys about was learning the maps, spawn control, awareness, mainly for objective players. This is so essential. You have to know where these spawns are at. You have to know each and every map, where the head glitches are, any place where you can be safe to, reload or anything like that. You have to know this, especially for these OBJ players. The spawns may have changed up a bit from the beta from week 1 and 2, so some strategies already worked out may have to be modified depending on how much they changed about the spawns. So I mean, just be aware of those type of things. The specialist Seraph is a threat to any team and should be an asset to every team competing. Literally, the Seraph is the anchor specialist. Seriously, if you guys do not know what an anchor is, just keep watching this video. I will explain it to you towards the end of the video. With that spawn beacon, she can mess up the flow of everybody spawning when it comes to playing the game mode Hardpoint. So you have to be alert when it comes to using or going up against a Seraph. That's a very big point right there. Seriously. I'm actually going to show you guys some of the maps, some of the explanations of these maps and how they're going to go about. But this is an overview of all the maps that we had in the beta so far, so you guys can get a broad perspective on literally how you guys would like to set up on these maps. Here you got the points, you got the some of the spawns, you have some of the hard points, and which I'm going to get into. The mode Hardpoint, learning the heal rotations. Know where each heal will change to, and make sure that your OBJ player is getting there before the other team does. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure that your OBJ player, your objective player, is getting to that heal. Make sure he knows or she knows how and when to get there, the fastest ways, the fastest routes to get into that heal as quick as possible, so you guys can get those points and end the game as quick as possible. The person who has the best anchor wins. Like, I mean, this to me, I guess that's just an opinion for me, but based on what I've seen for any pro matches or anything like that, if the anchor is on point and is getting to that hill faster than, I mean, not getting to the hill, but the person who's controlling those spawn points and has the most map awareness, that person, whoever has that best anchor, is going to win the game. Seriously. Playing the objective, play the objective, and play the objective. Once again, I cannot stress that enough. You have to make sure that you're playing the objective. If you do not play the objective, you're not going to win the game. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes. Moving on. Slayers need to be on their A game and slay out as much as possible. Slayers, you guys know who you guys are. You guys are the people that are always at the top of the leaderboard of kills in every game mode. You guys need to be on point this time, at all times. Pick your perks based on the game mode you are playing. This is probably one of the most important things, besides having a good anchor for Hardpoint. The flak jacket, the tac masks, those things are essential for something like Hardpoint. Especially if you're an OBJ or an anchor, you want to make sure that you have those perks on. Like, it is to the T, you gotta have them. It's just mandatory. It's something that you cannot go into a game mode without if you're playing it like that. No, alright, this is where I want to explain everything. For the people out there that do not know your role. Let me say this again. Know your role. Okay? There's 4 roles in this Call of Duty game when it comes to league play that you would probably want to try to focus your game style on. The first one, I've been talking about it the whole entire time, OBJ, or the objective player. Pretty self-explanatory, plays the objective the most, whether it's planting bombs, pulling flags, or standing the hill, you're playing the objective. The second one will be the Slayer. Just got done talking about this one. That Slayer's job is to kill as many enemies as possible and disrupt the flow of gameplay for the enemy. That type of person is, I would kind of consider myself a Slayer or an OBJ, but you want to kill as many people as possible, and you are the star player when it comes to like the hard points and the you know, you're going to shine a lot when it comes to Slayers. Third role would be the support role, which is like halfway between Slayer and the OBJ. You can kind of play both. You know, you're kind of like the support player, somebody that helps out when the Slayer dies. If the Slayer dies, the support person locks in that Slayer position until the Slayer gets back, or the objective person dies, you know, the support person will take that role, you know, so on and so forth. Then the fourth and last would be the Anchor, the AR, which is responsible for holding down spawns and retaining map control. Super, super important. Super important. Anchors are literally, they're really hard to come by. They're not an easy role to play. So if you consider yourself an anchor, you know, you might know what I'm talking about when I say you guys are very important, because you guys have to do the most studying of the maps. You guys have to know where the spawns are at, know how to flip the spawns, when to flip the spawns. It is very, very important. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of tips before we get into the Black Ops 4 Blackout beta and going on to the Black Ops 4 release October 12th. So I hope that you guys like this video, and I hope that it helped you guys just a little bit preparing for the people who want to play League play. So please make sure you guys give it a like. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not already. But pretty much done. So Blaze 2, get at me in the morning. Yang.